Okay, so in plumbing or drains, we talked about the different types of calls we run. So it could be a drain call, a repair call, which kind of is a drain call, it's broken, it needs to be fixed, a callback or a warranty, an install or a tune-up, or we call that an inspection, safety inspection, right? So if it's a drain call, a repair call, a callback or a warranty, we sell the customer a diagnostic. Every single time, no exceptions, all right? We need to sell a diagnostic. We can't give our knowledge away for free. Now, it is possible that on a callback or a warranty, or maybe even a repair call, we find out that one of our products we installed failed, or our workmanship failed. And at that point, we might waive the diagnostic and say, you know what, Mrs. Jones, you don't need to pay us a diagnostic because we didn't install this correctly, or our part failed prematurely. So it could get waived later on one of these, but up front we need to propose it and charge the customer a diagnostic, because we don't know if it's chargeable or not until we prove that it's something that's not chargeable. Does that make sense? So diagnostic, all right? Now, if you're running an install call or a tune-up, more than likely you're going to be proposing a WQA. A WQA is a water quality analysis. So the reason that most plumbing products fail and appliances that use water fail prematurely is due to high water pressure or poor water quality. Those are the two main reasons they fail. And because Service Today is the most professional company, we make sure that any plumbing products in a home that we install are set up for success and they last a long time, right? We install the best products, we want them to last as long as possible. And when we come out to do a tune-up or a plumbing inspection, the customer wants their house safe, reliable, and energy efficient. They want their plumbing system safe, reliable, and energy efficient. Well, let me ask you something. If they have horrible water quality, is their plumbing system safe? No, because its parts and pieces are going to fail prematurely. Is it reliable? No, because like I said, they're going to fail prematurely. And is it energy efficient? No, because if their water heater fills up with scale and other junk and iron and stuff, that water heater's going to work harder, which is going to crank up their energy bills. So, or their parts in their toilet are going to fail early, and the toilet's going to run, which is going to make them buy more water, so it's not energy efficient. So, the number one way to make sure that people's plumbing systems are safe, reliable, and energy efficient is to do a WQA, a water quality analysis. And when nobody wants us to come to their home to do a plumbing safety inspection, they want us to come to their home to make sure their system is safe, reliable, and energy efficient. And if our water pressure is too high or our water quality is poor, we can't do that for them. That's when we propose a WQA, so we can go ahead and give them those options of how to fix those things so their systems are safe, reliable, and energy efficient. Okay? So, with all of these calls that we run, these 5 different calls that we run, 90 to 95% of the time, you'll be proposing either a diagnostic or WQA. So let me ask you something. If 90 to 95% of the calls we go to, we're going to be proposing these two, we better get very good at selling diagnostics and WQAs. It's probably the most important thing we need to learn, because we're going to be doing this 90 to 95% of the time. And the customer wins, the technician wins, and the company wins by doing that. Now, just so you know, no other plumbing company in your area does this. I promise you. I know that because I came up with WQA. I made that up. So I know nobody else has this, okay? So because I made that up, I know nobody else does it. And here's the other thing. We go at an install call. Let's say a water heater estimate, right? So a customer calls us up, yeah, I'd like you to come out and give me a price on a new water heater for whatever reason. We go out there and we give them a price on a new water heater. The customer says, okay, go ahead and put it in. We put it in, and let's say in 3 years it fails. And we go back out there and we find out that everything inside the tank is corroded, it's full of scale, it's shot. Did we do the customer a good service? No. All we did is we put in a water heater in a bad environment where it failed prematurely. Now, what if we went out there, we did our water pressure test, we did our water quality test, we found out that that water quality failed, we called in our vital within 30 minutes of arrival, our sales manager said propose a WQA, we proposed the WQA, the customer says, yep, go ahead and do that. We gave them prices on water softener, water filtration, maybe an RO system. They bought that system, and they bought the water heater from us. Now that water heater is set up for success. It should last whatever the manufacturer's rating of that unit will be. That's the proper way to do it, right? And we sold them filtration, or a water softener, or an RO system. So again, the customer won because now their water quality is good in their whole house, so all their stuff doesn't fail prematurely. The company won because we sold more things that the customer needed, and the company won because we made more income on it. Everybody wins. And if you remember way back to my quadruple win, your installers win too because now they get to install more equipment at one house. Everybody wins. There's no reason not to propose it. Now, you might go to a water heater estimate and they might be like, no, I don't want you to do that WQA, just go ahead and give me a price for a new water heater. And you're like, well, I can do that, but again, with what I'm seeing with your water pressure and water quality, it's not going to be safe, reliable, and energy efficient. This thing's probably not going to last as long as it should or could. And your energy bills could be higher. Yeah, I don't care. Just do it anyway. Okay. So we give him a price. He says, go ahead and do it. And then we install a water heater. And then that thing fails prematurely. Now he can't be mad at us. We told him the vitals. We proposed a WQA. He didn't want us to do it. It's his fault the water heater failed early, not our fault. Now that's a water heater example, but it's the same thing with faucets or connections or new pipes, right? Like, these things fail. And they usually fail because of water pressure and water quality. So because Service Day is the best, we communicate the best, we get to the root problem, and we set their home and their plumbing system up for success right away. Or we at least give the customer the ability to set it up for success, and it's their choice whether they want to go ahead with it or not. So that's the explanation of WQAs and diagnostics in plumbing.